For my entire life, my family has treated me like a background character in my older sister's perfect movie. So when they tried to hijack my 1 week of freedom, I didn't just get mad. I got even. I grew up in a normal-looking house in the suburbs of Chicago, but inside those walls, I always felt invisible. I'm Olivia, I'm 35, and my entire life has been lived in the shadow of my sister, Jessica, who is 42. Our family home was like a museum dedicated to her. Every wall had a picture of her winning something. Every conversation was about her latest achievement. I'll never forget my 10th birthday. My parents were so busy helping Jessica practice for her high school debate team that they forgot to get me a cake. They tried to give me a leftover slice of a cake from Jessica's win the week before, with her name still messily scraped off the icing. As we got older, the problem only got worse. When I made the honor roll, they barely noticed because Jessica had just been named captain of the tennis team. When I won an art contest, they couldn't come to the ceremony because they had to drive Jessica to visit a college campus. I learned to celebrate my own small victories alone in my room, knowing that if I told them, I'd get a quick, "That's nice, honey," before the conversation turned right back to Jessica. This favoritism bled into every part of our lives, especially money. Jessica's room was always filled with the newest gadgets and fashionable clothes. My room was filled with her hand-me-downs. When I wanted to learn guitar, my parents said money was tight because they were paying for Jessica's expensive piano lessons. They handed me her old dusty violin instead. When it was time for college, they took out loans to send Jessica to a top private university. When it was my turn, they told me they could only afford to help with half the tuition at a state school. "We're still paying for Jessica's education," they explained. "You'll have to figure out the rest." So I did. I worked 2 jobs all through college, often falling asleep with my face in my textbooks. Meanwhile, Jessica started a great career at a company where our dad's friend got her an interview. 7 years ago, things went from bad to worse when Jessica married her husband, Michael. The wedding planning took over our family for a solid year. My parents took out a second mortgage on their house to pay for her dream wedding, complete with a designer dress and over 300 guests. I was, of course, the maid of honor.